Hey artists, we're going to go deep under the sea and we are going to be drawing our own seahorses. So follow along with me and I'll show you all the steps to create your own. All right, go ahead and get out a pencil. We will need 2 pieces of paper, and on this piece of paper we are going to draw our seahorse. So the first thing we want to do is up toward the top of the paper, we're going to draw a line that kind of goes out and then curves up like that. Then underneath, we're going to have a line that curves just a little bit out like that. And that's going to be the seahorse's face. Then we're going to curve this part down and draw a little space in there for the mouth. The next thing we're going to do is draw a nice round circle for the eye. And then inside, we're going to draw another circle. And inside that, we're going to draw a little circle for the shine of the eye. And then we'll color in this part, leaving that shine of the eye like that. The next thing we're going to do is do some little bumpy lines like this to be the back of his little face. And then we're going to be making the body shape kind of curve down. So we're going to take our pencil and we're going to curve it over like this. And then we're going to come around in and then back out like this. So it's kind of like just in, out, in. Now we're going to make that cool swirly whirly tail. Just like that. Now we've got the face, we've got the shape of the body. We're going to go back up here and we're going to bring the body around with a curve kind of following the shape that we already have. It's going to get real skinny right here to get met up with the tail here. So it's going to come around and then we have a little tail for our seahorse. So it kind of went around and around. All right, for the next step, we are going to take our pencil and just lightly kind of go close. We're going to give it a belly. And coming around, and then it's going to get real skinny and kind of disappear. So it's just kind of a little extra piece on the belly. Once you have that done, we're going to take our pencil and we're going to just put the little lines on the belly. They're going to have a little bit of a curve. So in that little space, we're going to put kind of slightly curved lines down the belly. All the way down, 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 down. All right, so that kind of makes it look a little more 3D on the tummy of your seahorse. The next thing we're going to do is put some of the little fins back here. So I want you to put your pencil out and then back for like a little spike. And then we'll do another one. And then another small one. So we're going to put 3 little spikes back here. We can even add another little tiny one right there. Now we're going to put them together to make the fin. Curve line, curve line, curve line. That's how it swims around with the little fin. We're going to do another fin up on top. So we're going to do a little short line, a little bit bigger line, and then it's going to go short again. And then we're going to do like 3 more short lines. 1, 2, 3. I might even have a couple. We could have them go all the way down here. We're going to do the same thing down here. Some of the little spikes down here. Just kind of about a finger space apart. Going all the way down his back. And when we get down here, they get really tiny. Okay, now we're going to connect these to make that kind of fin shape again. up, up, that curved line, kind of like a big U shape in between each one. And wow, this is starting to look so cool. Now we're going to do the same thing down here. That little U shape in between all of the fins to make one little spiky fin down his back. And I'm going to bring it boop so it touches the side right there. And oh my gosh, we went from a blank piece of paper to a really cool seahorse. So now we're going to get to color. You can use any colors you want to color your seahorse. You could outline it with some black marker or take some black marker over the eye to make that stand out. And if you watch the videos about the seahorses, a lot of them are different colors. So we can add many different colors. So I'm thinking I'm going to use lots of different colors on the seahorse, like some of the ones I saw online. So with my crayons, you can use whatever you would like. I think I'm just going to start adding some little different chunks of color. Like maybe right here is going to be a little patch of green and another patch of green. And so I'm just going to add some of those different kind of patches of color on its body. I might take some yellow and kind of blend that together. So you can use your crayons and just put lots of different colors and just kind of put them all together to really make your seahorse look amazing. So I might take a little bit of this color, and then I'm just going to keep adding different patches of color to really bring it to life. And it's really starting to look pretty neat. I'm thinking I might add a little bit of orange. So you can choose any colors from your crayon box to make a colorful, fun seahorse. And just keep putting those colors onto your seahorse. I think for his face, I might use a combination, maybe some of that blue-green. I love this color. I want to be careful of his eye. And maybe some pink. But it's going to be your choice, what colors you would like to put on your seahorse. I'll get some red. And then I might even fade this down to some brown on his tail. You can be using any colors you want. You can be really creative with your seahorse. We saw some that were mostly yellow, some that are blue. I just really like these that have lots of different colors all over them. All right. I might get a little bit of purple. Add some purple over here to the fin. And you don't have to stick with just your crayon. You could get out your markers and add some marker color too if you want some brighter colors. I think I might do that just to get some of that brighter color. So maybe this part I'll have with my marker. All right. And I think I'm going to go around the outside of his eye to make it pop out more, and maybe this part of his nose. So the marker really kind of brightens it up. And so you could use your marker to go around some of the other lines and brighten them up. That looks pretty cool. I also saw some that had like some little speckles. So if you wanted to, you could add like some little speckles on them. So you can just be really creative with your colors. I might grab a different color. Maybe for the belly, I'll use red. And so I'm just going to trace around that line we did. And then just go over those lines, and then I'll color that in with crayon too. Once you have your seahorse all colored in, the next step is that we're going to decorate the background of our seahorse. So I was going to just take this paper and set it to the side and get another paper. And this way I can decorate all over my paper and not worry about running into my seahorse. So we can put some plants. We can have some wiggly squiggly plants that are growing up in the sea. We could put some leaves on them. Just some big old plants. And then we could also, put a little bit of sand down here if we want. We could add some other kind of little plants coming up. Maybe some little corals. Maybe some of these. So just adding some different things to your background. Maybe another little coral. You could even take a purple and put a little coral back there. And now we're going to want to add some different blues. We have our blue-green, and we have a regular blue. And so we can just start adding some waves in here. So we can color our blue and have some waves that are this color. Just coloring smooth with our crayon. We could put some waves that are this color. Just kind of mixing it up. So we can just kind of go back and forth and put some different little waves across our paper. And we're just trying to get a really beautiful underwater scene. And to get that underwater scene, we want to have lots of beautiful blue water in our background. I'm just coloring along. I'm just going to finish coloring all this in with blue. Now that you've got all the blue colored in, you can take a blue crayon and you could add some little wave lines with a bumpy line to show that the water is moving around. So you just push harder with your crayon and you can get those beautiful lines to show your water. If you want, you can get your blue marker and we can put some little bubbles in the water. And that just makes it look kind of fun. Some little polka dots and open circles to show little air bubbles in the water. could even use the marker to add some more different color waves in your water. And wow, your underwater scene is starting to look amazing and perfect for your little seahorse to live in. So once you've got this all put together, it's time to grab your seahorse and get your scissors, and you're going to gently cut around your seahorse. Now we have lots of bumpy wild lines, and you do not have to worry about them. Just kind of cut as close as you can, but it doesn't have to be perfect. And we're just going to go around the outside, and we're going to cut this guy out completely. But we don't have to worry about perfect outline. We can just kind of cut around the best you can with your scissors. All right. Once you have your seahorse all cut out, then you're going to take your paper and set it a little over to the side and turn your seahorse over to the back. I had made a mistake, so that's still there. I'm going to take my glue stick and I'm going to just trace all around the outside of my seahorse, just around the edge. And then I'm just going to do a squiggle down the middle. We don't need too much glue. And then you get to put your seahorse wherever you want on your picture. It can be coming in sideways, swimming up and down. You get to decide. I'm going to put mine right there. And so we just glue it on. I like to take the paper and turn it over and then rub it to get it to stick really good. And then when I flip it over, I have a beautiful finished seahorse picture. I can't wait to see what you create.